So, um, this is to respond to you, Mr. Fable, versus, um, I think I know what that implies. I'm not sure I'm right, but if it implies what I think it does, I like it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a lot of discrimination against the GLBT community among ourselves, among the African American community, and I think the biggest reason why is because of religion. And if it's not for religion, then a lot of this um, wouldn't even be an issue because why else would you be concerned about shit that has nothing to do with you? Um, but when you're programmed to believe that your God wants you to dictate to others how to please, quote unquote, Him, then you're going to be bigoted. You're going to have hatred, and if it's not done the way you think it should be done, it's going to cause many forms of discrimination. I do know that this problem does not exist only in the black community. It does exist in other communities, of course, but the black community um, is one of the most religious communities. It is. Majority of us go to some type of church or religious institution on a regular basis, and majority of black people take the Bible literally for those of them who are Christians. I wish that were not the case because it is a sad thing, but that is the case. And I think until that changes, it's going to continue to be an issue. I feel as though we won't get beyond that problem until we educate ourselves and move beyond the Bible. You have to. I mean, I was a very closed-minded individual. I was very self-righteous, and I hated myself because I couldn't make myself be what those verses said I should have been. And after trying day and night and realizing that it wasn't going to work, I, you know, had tried something different. And the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over and expecting somehow a different result. And I'm glad that I didn't drive myself crazy um, in the meanwhile. But until we move beyond that, I think it's going to always be a problem in our community. Um, as far as Barack Obama is concerned, I think he's going to cash on his promise. I don't think it's going to be in the manner that we want it to be in, but I do believe it will happen. If you haven't noticed, the president is not a religious man. He says he's a Christian, but I think he said that to get into the White House. And because it's more than black people that make up the electorate. Okay, he has a lot going on. We have this economic crisis. We have healthcare reform. We have the Republicans on the right call him everything but Mr. President, and he's under, I can imagine, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. You have his advisors basically dictating to him what he should say, how he should say it, the things he should focus on first, the things he should focus on last. And in my mind, I'm thinking he wants to get the economic situation under control first because we have 60 Democrats. However, a couple of them are a little swingy, so he can't really rely on everything he says being agreed upon by the majority, and having a filibuster-proof majority vote on things. So he kind of has to play to his constituents, um, and if that means pushing, putting gay rights on the table here, while he pushes healthcare reform and the economic agenda and so forth and so on. And then once those things are over, I believe he will definitely go at the gay rights head on, and I think he will cash in on that. Um, Me myself, I want to be a politician. I want to be the first openly gay politician. Hopefully, I can be a Supreme Court justice. But I know that's a lofty goal, but I think in time it'll happen. And and I understand his motive. I understand his methodology. I do believe there's a method behind the madness, and I'm trying to be patient, and hopefully he does what he says he will do. I have confidence that he will. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, if he don't do it by the end of this first term, I'm going to be a little pissed off because I think it's very important. I think that today he should issue an executive order demanding putting a halt on GLBT people being dismissed from the military. I believe he can stop that by he can issue an executive order and have that stopped. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. But before his term is over, once healthcare gets done, like I said, once the economic crisis is a little balanced, because we are right now in the process of recovery, I think that that's going to be his next big thing. And it may not happen as fast as we would like, but I think a little bit of patience will give us the victory we're looking for. And keep in mind, people, there are several Supreme Court cases taking place right now, um, speaking to gay marriage, speaking to federal benefits for same-gender couples, speaking to um, you know, the rights of states to allow Massachusetts, even has a case against the federal government because they believe the federal government, which they are, is infringing upon their right as a state to grant benefits to their same gender uh, populace. So there are a lot of Supreme Court cases right now. Um, Maybe these Supreme Court cases will get the job done before the president does. But either way, things are heading in the right direction. And until we take that book, that damn Bible, and throw that shit out the window, we won't see progress against. We won't see progress in our community in regards to GLBT understanding, and you know, until that's done. That's just how I feel. You may disagree, but you know, you asked my opinion, so I gave it to you.